Hello. Just waiting for synchronizing here. All right. It's always fun to get everything going at the same time. There we go. Hi, everybody. It's Kathy here for my Tuesday night spiritual tea talk. It's the middle or past the middle of April already, and I feel like the year has gone really quickly. But what I want to talk about tonight is about synchronicity. So hopefully I can say the word and I can explain what I mean from a metaphysical point of view, what that is. But before I get too far, let me introduce myself. So my name is Kathy. I'm a tea leaf and tarot reader. I've been reading professionally over 5 years now. And I'm also a sipology or steep tea consultant. So I sell quality loose leaf teas and tea accessories and all sorts of things, kombucha, wellness teas, teapots, traveling mugs, all sorts of wonderful things that are tea related. So if you're interested in any of that or seeing that, you can always go to my website. So let's see. Oh, now I'm live. All right. I thought I was live on Instagram earlier, but I just introduced myself for anybody who doesn't know me too well. I'm a tea leaf and tarot reader, been doing that over 5 years. And I'm also a sipology or steep tea consultant. So it says they're letting people know that I'm here. Lovely when you get messages that you don't know. But yes, tonight it's all about synchronicity. And of course, if you show up and see this, that's a synchronicity, isn't it? The fact that this falls in line with what you're doing, it falls in line for you to watch it. And to me, it's a reminder that things are working in the background that we may not really even know about, things that are for our higher good, that our angels, our guides, the universe, God, Buddha, whatever you call that higher power, is always working out for us, like always taking care of us, always making sure that the right people, the right things, the right circumstances come to us at the right time. So I know a lot of people would say, well, there's bad things that happen, and how come bad things happen and not just all good things? You know, when something comes, I want to have, you know, the right people, but maybe that person, you know, isn't always kind or doesn't treat you well. What about those kind of synchronicities? In my belief is that those people come also to either connect us to another person or another circumstance, or they're there to teach us a lesson or help us grow or move on or do something that we wouldn't have been able to do with someone else. So it's all connected and it's all coming together. So I use the analogy of, you know, driving in your car, and let's say you hit a couple stoplights and you're like, I'm never going to get to where I want to go. Why can't I get there? And maybe once you get to your destination, you hear that there was an accident, you know, just a little further or just a little bit behind you. And so if you hadn't taken a different route, if you hadn't waited for that light, that accident might have included you. So those are the sort of things that I talk about as being synchronicity, about things working out for you, about things coming together that are really important for us to appreciate and to acknowledge that maybe there is some silver lining to some of these things that we might think are frustrating, or we might think are leading us nowhere. It really is leading us to a better place and a better situation, and to where we need to be at that particular time. So I'm feeling called to pull a card about this particular subject. So let's see, these are my tarot. They are based on Greek gods. It's not the Rider-Waite that a lot of people use. I picked these up a long time ago. And so it's important to me for me to connect with my cards, and I really love these cards, as well as my tea leaf fortune cards. So anyone that has had a mini reading from me knows how accurate and special they are too. But all right, let's see what the tarot wants us to know about synchronicities. And it might be two, but we're just going to start with one card right now. Oh, strength. So this card is about our own inner strength and our own ability to move forward by kind of taking control of our own destiny. So it's funny that the synchrony, you would think that it would be the opposite. That, you know, synchronicity is maybe about letting the universe do certain things, but this is a reminder that we all have a part to play, or we all have some inner strength that we may need to pull upon to be able to move forward as well. So it's not just having, you know, a pot of gold land in your lap. It's about making sure that you're in the right place, that you could even see that pot of gold. So if you're using the strength card, you're fighting, not fighting your inner demons was what my guides were telling me, but I really don't feel like we're fighting. It is an internal struggle, but it's not always about fight. It's also about allowing, right? So you've got to allow things to come in and believe that you are worthy of them as well. And then that's the time that, you know, all of the traffic lights, you know, are green for you. That's the time that you find that parking spot right in front of the store that you were going to go to. That's the time that your friend calls you and asks you to go out, even though you're feeling a little blue that day. You know, it's all of those things lining up for you. And sometimes it's also about that inner strength that we have to be able to say yes, and to be able to accept that things are going to come our way and are going to shine for us as well. So, all right, I'm gonna pull my tea leaf fortune cards as well. I don't always do this when I do my Tuesday night spiritual tea talks, but for some reason, actually I'm feeling like there's two that I need to pull. So let's see what cards come dealing with synchronicity. And here we go. Pale. Oh, time to get out of a situation. So to me, every time I see the pail, I think about spilt milk, because see how it's all kind of coming out of this bucket. I mean, theoretically, this is water and not milk, but it's really about not crying over. So it says time to get out of a situation. So it's about cleaning up your own mess. It's about not or taking responsibility for what's happening and how it's happening, and not just letting it lie there anymore. We have to clean up, we have to rearrange, and we have to move forward. That's what the pail is telling us. And then the wheel, of course, is about movement too. So the wheel says indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. So when we get this card, it usually means that we're feeling stuck, or we're feeling like we're not moving forward in some way. So it's a reminder that you have choices, and that if you don't make a choice, you're still choosing to not make a choice. Does that make sense? But that you're the one that's in control. So to kind of take that wheel, take the power back, and stop kind of going aimlessly around and doing other things. And then that's the time that the synchronicities or the energies come together to work for you and to actually move you forward in what you're doing. Wonderful. So we're going to clean up our mess, and we're going to let things move so that we can be in the right place at the right time, to meet the right people, to do the right things, to then move forward in all of our dreams and hopes that are coming together. So, all right. Lovely messages. I'm going to sign off. Of course, I'll remind you that if you did want to have a tea leaf or tarot reading, I do those Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Thursdays, I'm in Streetsville at Style Worthy. Otherwise, I'm doing them Zoom and sometimes in person, but I'm trying to do those more on Sundays and any other day of the week here at my house. And yeah, you can always get a hold of me if you'd like to have a reading. And of course, I hope to see you next Tuesday for my spiritual tea talk. Take care.